before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I'm going to discuss, or I'm going to read an article on a bit of a stimulus update. It's a major one, but not so much. But before we get into that, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports with all three of the bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week using your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. You don't want to use your vehicle, or you don't want to have a vehicle, you can click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below, and that way you can use the Hire Car along with the Wealth Dasher to still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time. You want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500? Click the Be Free link in the description below and then click Sign Up. If you'd like to get cash back on your online purchases, click the Cash Back link in the description below. And there's a new MasterCard in town. It's the Aspiration Zero MasterCard, and they're offering $300 bonus for the first $3,000 spend in the first 90 days. And you can apply for this Aspiration Zero MasterCard by clicking the Aspiration link in the description below. Now let's go ahead and get into this article, because I think it's pretty interesting. Here's the article. Stimulus update. $5,000 in stimulus money can soon be claimed by these Americans. Okay, are you one of the Americans who needs to act to claim your $5,000? That's the question. Key points. Some families can claim more money on their tax returns. Up to $5,000 in funds could be available. You may be able to take action soon in order to get this money deposited into your bank account. Under the current law, many Americans will unfortunately not receive any pandemic stimulus money in 2022. Lawmakers have shown no interest in providing a fourth stimulus check. That's important to note that most will not get this. I won't even say most. A lot of people will not get this. All right. A lot of people will not get this because there's nothing in the works really about this. All right. This is kind of an old thing. All right. But there is one group of Americans who is guaranteed a $5,000 payment this year if they file their taxes in order to get their money. Here's who is owed $5,000 along with some advice in claiming this large sum of money to help with the ongoing effects of the pandemic. Here's who can claim their $5,000 in stimulus money. The group of people who can claim $5,000 in stimulus money in 2022 includes individuals who added a new child to their family in 2021. All right. So again, this applies to people who added a new child to the family in 2021. See the American Rescue Plan Act provided. Stimulus checks worth $1,400 per child or per dependent. So let me say that again. Stimulus checks worth $1,400 per dependent. An expanded child tax credit worth $3,600 per child for children under the age of 6 and $3,000 for children ages 6 to 17. If you had a baby in 2021, then that child counts as a dependent both for purposes of the stimulus check as well as for purposes of the child tax credit. But the IRS wouldn't have known about this child yet when it was sending out these payments. As a result, those who added a new child to their family missed out on $5,000 in stimulus funds they should have received in 2021, and they can soon claim the money. Those who added an older dependent such as parents who adopted a child over the age of 6, are also entitled to the $1,400 check as well as the expanded child tax credit, but they'll get $4,400 instead of $5,000. And those who added multiple children to their family can get the stimulus payment and credits for each child, which means if you gave birth to twins in 2021, you're in for a whopping $10,000 payment. How to claim your $5,000 in stimulus money. You can claim your $5,000 in stimulus money by filing a 2021 tax return. The IRS will likely begin accepting them at the end of January or the start of February 2022. The money will be added to your tax refund or will reduce any tax liability that you have. If you are owed a refund from the IRS, the fastest way to get it is to file your taxes as soon as filing season opens and request that the IRS directly deposit the money in your bank account. If you owe $5,000 in stimulus funds, you'll likely want to do this quickly so you can get your hands on the cash as soon as possible this year without worrying about delays. It's not just people who add a dependent to their family who can file a return to claim the pandemic relief funds either. Anyone who missed out on stimulus payments for any reason in 2021 can file a tax return ASAP to get that money into their account so they can use it to help cover some of the ongoing costs the pandemic has caused. All right. So that's pretty much what's going on with that. So again, it's nothing major, it's nothing new. It was put in place last year. It's just that if you added a new child to the mix, or several children to the mix, nothing fraudulent, nothing bogus, it got to be legit. But if you added one, adopted, I'm assuming foster, had babies, then you can claim this money. All right, you can claim it. And you can claim it as soon as the end of January. I know people that's actually filling out their tax forms now, so they can just hit submit. You know what I'm saying? So it's money that's there. It's $5,000. You got twins, $10,000. You got 2 foster kids. You got 2 adopted kids. That's $10,000. That you're gonna get, and that can add a lot to what's going on. Now, me knowing what I went through this year, $10,000 not a whole lot, but it can make things just a little bit more easier on you. You know what I mean? You can make things happen, all right? Especially if you're behind. But anyway, that's the update on that. Like I said, there's nothing major that doesn't apply to you, then I guess it doesn't apply to you. But if it does, go ahead and jump on this situation ASAP. And as always, thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all 3 bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. And if you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the Cash Back link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.